is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good morning. The government looking to end the state of emergency in August. The Attorney General says it depends on whether we behave ourselves. Meanwhile, the Health Minister says the government is considering allowing private companies to finally bring in COVID vaccines. And while some are cautiously optimistic about the citizenship ruling, the Attorney General says the matter must go before the Privy Council. It's all straight ahead this morning. I'm Dwight Strachan, and this is Morning Blend.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. 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 Wake up, wake up.
Good morning again, Bahamas. It is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Again, I'm Dwight Strachan. In a moment, Chester Robards will be joining us also this morning. Today, we will be speaking with RBC about their special promotion this Friday. And later in Morning Blend Business, we are back with our series with the Access Accelerator, the Small Business Development Center. 2 more success stories for you this morning. That's all straight ahead, but first it's time for the overnight, the latest breaking news from while we're sleeping, and the top national and international headlines this morning. In the overnight, Attorney General Carl Bethel saying that the government is seeking to end the state of emergency in the Bahamas in August when the current emergency expires. However, he noted that the decision depends on if cases begin to increase again. Cabinet Bethel telling reporters outside Cabinet yesterday that as it is right now, the government has indicated that they are aiming towards that August period for the removal of the emergency orders. He says, quote, everything depends on how we behave ourselves as a people. If we don't behave ourselves and infections go out of control, then the Governor General may have a view as to what is needed to protect the Bahamian people. While there's been a decrease in the number of new reported COVID cases in recent weeks, officials say deaths and hospitalizations remain high. The country is currently in a third wave of infections. There have been 12,379 COVID-19 cases recorded in the country since the start of the pandemic. The Bahamas has been under a state of emergency since March 2020, shortly after the country recorded its first case of COVID-19. Meanwhile, the Minister of Health, Robert Wells, says the government is considering giving approval to private companies in the Bahamas to secure COVID-19 vaccines. He said the government is also still in talks with vaccine manufacturers and distributors in efforts to secure more doses. PLP leader Philip Davis saying that the removal of the state of emergency in August would be, quote, too little too late. He says August is too late. He says, quote, as I have continuously said, it is an unnecessary tool in this war on the COVID-19 pandemic. It's just too little, too late because of the havoc it has wreaked on our people and our economy to date. Again, the efforts point to a knee-jerk reaction that the government has had to this challenge. But many other countries, like the United Kingdom and the United States, have started to lift COVID-related restrictions due to high vaccination rates. More than 80% of adults in England have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. As a result, England is on track to be able to lift the coronavirus restrictions on July 19th, according to British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Following a ruling by the Court of Appeal to uphold a landmark ruling on citizenship, Attorney General Bethel saying that the matter must finally and comprehensively be addressed by the Privy Council. The Attorney General saying that the government intends to appeal the ruling. He says it's fundamental. He says, quote, it is a simple question really, which is to prevail the acknowledged original intent of the founders of the Constitution, or whether contemporary concepts and norms ought to prevail over the original intent. On Monday, in a 3-2 decision, the Court of Appeal affirmed a ruling by Supreme Court Justice Ian Winder that every person born in the Bahamas shall become a citizen of the country at their date of birth if either parent, irrespective of their marital status, is a citizen of the Bahamas. And House Speaker Halsey Moultrie says the dissolution of Parliament before the resumption of the House of Assembly on September 22nd can potentially create a constitutional crisis. Saying that timing is everything, Moultrie, who chairs the Constituencies Commission, speaking during a virtual press conference with the Trade Union Congress, saying the meeting was being held the day after the House was adjourned for 3 months until September 22nd. He says, what's interesting about this date is that it exceeds the validity time of the COVID-19 resolution, proclamation, and protocol orders, which expire on March 13th. It says the adjournment comes prior to the Constituencies Commission report to the Governor General. Overseas, Italy's leaders pitching for tourists to start coming to the United States, Canada, and Japan, coming from there at least, to give a vitally needed boost to Italian hotel and restaurant businesses. In a speech to lawmakers today, Premier Mario Draghi noting that Italy has recently allowed people from those 3 countries to now come for tourism, previously not allowed during the COVID-19 pandemic. Tourists must be vaccinated, have certification that they have recovered from the illness, or have a negative COVID-19 test taken within 48 hours of entering Italy. Tourism accounts for 13% of Italy's GDP. Many restaurants and hotels were closed for months, and some hotels, including those who cater heavily to Eurus tourists, have yet to reopen. And the Tokyo Olympics, already delayed by the pandemic, not looking like much fun, not for the athletes, not for the fans, and not for the Japanese public. They're caught between concerns about the coronavirus at a time when few are vaccinated on one side, and politicians who hope to save face by holding the games, and the International Olympic Committee with billions of dollars on the line on the other side. Japan is famous for running on consensus, with a decision to proceed with the Olympics, and this week to permit some fans, if only locals, has shredded it. Many concerned about it. Support for going ahead seems to be increasing, though, but there's persistent opposition, with small street protests planned for today, 1 month before the July 23rd opening. Much of that concern stems from qualms about the health risks. While the number of new cases has been receding in Tokyo, only about 7% of Japanese are fully vaccinated, and even though the government is now supercharging its vaccine drive after a slow start, the vast majority of the population still won't be immunized when the games begin next month. In sports, in the lead up to those Olympics, B3A's Expecting an exciting nationals event this weekend with over 400 athletes from 10 countries registered to compete. The Bahamas Association of Athletic Associations is anticipating a grand national championships event, proving that the spirit of athletics remains vibrant in the country. The 2021 B3A's National Junior and Senior Track and Field Championship set for June 25th through 27th. According to B3A's president, Domingo Archer, all the elite Bahamian athletes are in town, creating compelling matchups this weekend. The three-day meet getting underway at 5:30 p.m. on Friday, 10 a.m. on Saturday, and 2 p.m. on Sunday. And for the first time this season, fans will be allowed in the stadium. However, they must be fully vaccinated and have already passed their 14-day observation period. You can read more about that in today's Guardian Sports section. And after a one-year hiatus due to the arrival of COVID-19, the Bahamas Aquatics Federation will get the 49th Rev Bahamas National Swimming Championships underway this week at the Betty Kelly Kenning National Swim Complex. The highly anticipated event starts tomorrow. We'll see some of the top local junior and senior swimmers, along with some strong international swimmers gracing the pool at the complex in what's expected to be a very competitive meet. The defending champions Mako Aquatics Club will be looking to hold off some of the other local clubs attempting to win a third straight title. The meet wraps up on Sunday night. Morning sessions on all 4 days start at 9 o'clock. The evening sessions start at 6 for the first 3 days. The Sunday evening session will get underway at 5. Details on this in Guardian Sports today. That's sports, and that's the overnight. Time for your first look at weather. In your first look at weather for this morning, we've got streaming tropical moisture that's going to continue to enhance shower activity over portions of the northwest Bahamas. Meanwhile, high-pressure ridging maintains moderate to fresh winds across the remainder of the islands through tonight. Boaters and residents in the northwest Bahamas should be alert for possible waterspout or tornado activity, and beachgoers in the central and southeast Bahamas should be alert and exercise caution due to the threat of rip currents along eastern and southern shorelines. There's also a risk of localized flooding during heavy or prolonged rainfall events in low-lying and flood-prone areas. And the public is urged to remain hydrated and limit outdoor activities due to triple-digit heat indices today. So a lot going on weather-wise. Your forecast for the northwest Bahamas, variably cloudy, hot, and humid with isolated showers to widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms mainly in the extreme northwest Bahamas through tonight. Gusty winds and higher seas expected near heavy showers and thunderstorms. Wind southeast to south at 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. For the central and southeast Bahamas, partly sunny, hot and breezy with quick passing showers and a slight chance of an isolated thunderstorm, becoming mostly cloudy tonight. A small craft caution is in effect. Winds east to southeast at 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet. Temperature-wise, we are at 80 right now in Nassau, 77 in Freeport. Look for highs getting up to around 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius. The heat index will make it feel like 102 Fahrenheit, 39 Celsius. Overnight lows tonight getting down to 77 Fahrenheit, 25 Celsius. That's your first look at weather this morning. We'll have your extended outlook and a look at the tropics coming up after traffic in just a bit.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that.
It's time for a break, but when we come back, we're discussing today's top stories right here on Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9, your home for fresh news and smart talk all day.
Wake up, it's a new day.
Stay a step ahead of technology with certainty and support from Custom Computers. Our know-how team is here to help you zero in on your next big tech purchase, finding solutions that take your productivity to the next level using only the best and most reliable brands. With 4 stores all across Nassau on East Bay, West Bay, Old Fort Bay, and Palmdale, there's no stopping you from stepping up your tech. Reach out to us at 396-1100. Find trust in your tech. Count on Custom Computers.
Roaming just got easier. Say hello to more with our new Liberty Prime plan. With more minutes, more texts, and more data to do the things you love right here at home and even when you travel. With the all-new Liberty Prime, Liberty Premium, and Liberty Elite, you've got one less worry. Roam again. Alive. Believe in best.
Believe in best.
Digital banking, online, RBC. RBC banking, online, pay your bills anytime.
RBC Digital Banking is so easy. Granny and Granddad can do it. Sign up for online banking or download the RBC Caribbean app.
With RBC, it's safe and easy. Send your money hassle-free. RBC.
Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/bank at home. RBC Royal Bank. Banking reimagined.
Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Street, has those hard-to-find fasteners for you right now. You can find stainless steel regular hex, carriage bolts, galvanized bolts, threaded rods, nails, self-tap screws, sex bolts, anchor bolts, turnbuckles, masonry tools, hand tools, and weed whacker strings. Check out the rope selection and car body fasteners, too. Special orders are welcome. It's your #1 fastener store. Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Streets. Call 326-1976.
Are you ready for effortless hurricane protection? Then you need to get to know LA Impact Windows and Doors. Forget the plywood and get the lowest and affordable prices on hurricane windows and doors for all your residential and commercial projects. You can feel safe and secure with LA Impact Windows and Doors. Located in the Southland Shopping Center, East Street South. LA Impact Windows and Doors, impacting your views. Call 322-3667 or 829-7822.
Crystal Cruises is setting sail for the Bahamas once again. Crystal will follow the strictest safety protocols as guests travel to Exuma, San Salvador, Long Island, and more. With a commitment to keep communities and guests safe and protect the environment, Crystal's decision to homeport in the Bahamas will boost tourism and support the local economy. Learn more at crystalcruises.com.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new
Welcome back to Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Are streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and on the Guardian Radio app for smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas Channel 969 and BTC Flow Channel 612. You can tweet us at MorningBlend969 and Facebook.com/MorningBlend969. Text us 422-4796 on the Guardian Radio text line powered by BTC. Once again, I'm Dwight Strachan. Joining me live in studio, Chester Robards. What? Don't tell people where you are.
What? Yeah, I got fan club,
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, sure. Great to have you with us.
Good to be here.
And we have a lot to get to this morning, and we'll give you the phone numbers to call in just a bit. Coming up, we're going to be talking with them today. RBC, they've got a big event this Friday. They're going to tell us all about that. You may be interested in finding about these special offers they have. That's coming up in our 8 o'clock hour. And then in our 9 o'clock morning blend business hour, we are picking up our series with Access Accelerator, Small Business Development Center. Every couple of weeks, we meet a couple of their success stories. And we've got another 2 lined up for today. Looking forward to that. So that's coming up. But let's begin with what's in the news. And in the news, 2 big stories. The government seeking to end the state of emergency in August, and more reaction to that Court of Appeal ruling on citizenship. Let's begin with the citizenship matter, and then we'll get to COVID and the emergency order. So the Attorney General talking about this outside Cabinet yesterday, saying that they are confirming, as we heard before, that the government will take this matter to the Privy Council because it does need to be resolved once and for all. For more on this, take a listen to this report from our Kyle Joaquin.
This matter would have ended up before the Privy Council, irrespective of who would have won in the Court of Appeal. Had the other side lost, they would have taken it. And I'm sure that the Bahamian people will not accept any judgment on a matter that doesn't come from the highest court in the land, which is the Privy Council.
It's an issue the country has voted against twice. The Court of Appeal, in a 3-2 decision, affirmed a landmark ruling handed down by Supreme Court Justice Ian Winder last year that allows children born out of wedlock to Bahamian men and foreign women in the Bahamas to be entitled to citizenship from birth. Court of Appeal Justice Stella Crane Scott said, "For all the reasons outlined in this judgment, I'm satisfied that the proper interpretation which the framer intended to be given to Article 6 of the Bahamas Constitution is that every person born in the Bahamas after the 9th of July, 1973, shall become a citizen of the Bahamas at the date of his birth, if at that date either of his biological parents is a citizen of the Bahamas, irrespective of the marital parents at the time of birth." The 2 other Court of Appeal justices disagreed. Well, Bethel says he feels regardless of which side won, it would have made its way to the Privy Council. So what happens if the Privy Council in the UK affirms this ruling?
By the highest court in the land, and we will all be bound to follow it. And so whatever adjustments would have to be made to domestic law would have to be made in order to accommodate the views, if that is their view. If not, there would be no changes.
Bahamians passed up on the opportunity to address this same issue twice, voting no in 2 referenda, most recently in 2016. Bethel says it's on this very premise that his office is taking the matter to the Privy Council.
And we will advance the same positions that we have advanced to date in the Privy Council. That the existing Constitution, as originally written, as originally supported by the Bahamian people on 2 occasions, ought to prevail.
Immigration Minister Ellsworth Johnson said he hasn't been able to sit in as yet, but he understands it.
I haven't properly gone through the decision. I haven't taken full advice from the Attorney General. And I think to say that, hey, we have some of the most brilliant judges in the world, and we respect their decision. And if a determination is made that we will go to the Privy Council, that's what we will do.
For the Guardian News Network, I'm Kyle Joaquin.
All right. So in today's NASA Guardian, we've got stories about people who are hoping this will be the end of their struggles in this regard. Rachel Scott writing about it. And you definitely want to pick up a copy to read this. We had a very touching call yesterday from a woman who is still stateless, really, born here before I was born and living in this country, and still doesn't have citizenship, she says, still doesn't have a passport. All this time, 46 years, has been living in limbo. Bahamian father, Jamaican mother, born here in the Bahamas, not considered a Bahamian. And so many others. People have been reaching out to me, and hopefully we'll hear more from them on this. You look like you have a lot to say.
Didn't touch many heartstrings a couple of years ago when people were voting.
Well, I think people got...
You think so?
Bamboozled,
Yeah,
hoodwinked
so?
caught up in some other rhetoric. And it's so easy to happen here, apparently.
Yeah,
But people
that's the
mixing
problem.
things up
It's a little too easy.
stuff, and people believing foolishness that it only applied to rich people, and that this was only a matter that.
And let me tell
I
you
don't
that
understand.
that campaign was strong. I'm gonna be honest. So many.
The no vote campaign.
No,
or the yes
vote.
vote.
Yeah, the
oh,
yes
okay.
vote.
Yeah, was it?
campaign. It was strong.
Yeah.
And
well, the other
so
side seems
many,
to be stronger, though.
So many nice stories. So many not so nice stories. So many touching stories about people who are in the same position as the person you're talking about. People overseas, who want to be part of this country they were born to, just can't.
Yeah. Very, very sad. And again, we said it yesterday. This isn't really to be considered a loss. This is just to reaffirm what's being stated here,
Right.
so that it cannot be challenged any further. Right? The Privy Council makes a decision, and that's going to be that until we do address the Constitution. So I noticed the direction some people were going in yesterday, and let's stop now. The politics in this matter, this is what got us here.
Yeah.
This is why we're still here all these years after that Constitution was written. And we can't get over these things are going to help so many people's lives, so many Bahamians who can't go to UB or can't get a scholarship or got scholarships but couldn't take advantage of it, right? And can't work and can't. It's just been ridiculous, right? And yeah, you might not directly be experiencing this, but right, you have a heart, don't you? Right?
A soul?
A soul? Let's talk about it, folks. Let's hear what you have to say. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796, 422-4796. Let's hear what you have to say about this matter this morning. This is really very interesting what's in the paper today, people talking about it, and my goodness, I'm going to read a little bit of this. This is Rachel Scott again writing about it. Like many others born out of wedlock to a Bahamian father and a foreign mother, 19-year-old Helen Bethel had to wait until she was 18 years old to apply for citizenship, which has yet to be granted. She's 19. But upon hearing this yesterday, Bethel said, quote, "Oh, thank you, Jesus." Her voice cracking when informed of the development. "You made me so emotional. You know how long I've been waiting on this? Years. And it's not just me. I have a twin sister who is actually with me and needs to get this done. So the fact that I can hear this, it just makes me so happy, you know? Because it's been a while without work and you can't do anything. You can't go on family trips. You can't go to college. And all I ever wanted to do was to go to college, become a nurse, follow in a good path. I just want to go down the right path. And the fact that you're saying this to me, it just makes me so happy." Well, Helen shouldn't be too happy yet because it's going to take a while, right? This has to go again before the Privy Council.
You know how long that could take.
Yes, and according to the legal experts, this is going to stay the way it is until there is a decision. So this ambiguity, this is here for a little bit. Status quo will remain until it is resolved.
Yeah.
So, but hey.
But there's a silver lining on the horizon.
Yep, a glimmer of hope. Hopefully. And hopefully, whichever way the Privy Council ruling goes, that if it is brought up again, which it should be, brought up again to really make it clear. So there is no ambiguity now or in the future. When this does go back to a referendum issue, that the calmer heads, more mature minds will look at this and look at it at what it is and not anything else. Yeah. And again, with the last referendum, there were 4 different questions.
Right. Yeah.
And
I was going to say
why everybody felt they had to vote the same way on every question is just astounding. Yeah. Right? There were 4 different issues. But everybody, no. Well, not everybody. The people who did vote, no. But hey. Now, this text came in. We didn't get a chance to read this because it came in kind of on, but this was a really good text as well. This is after the caller we had yesterday who told her story. This person says, I am just like the caller with a Jamaican mother and a Bahamian father. Fortunately for me, I was born just before independence. However, my sister was born the following year. I am a Bahamian, but she isn't. Same mother, same father, just a year and 6 months difference between us. Such a silly interpretation of the Constitution. What other meaning could either parent mean? Well, it doesn't say either parent. But why would the framers put that if they meant only the mother? I'm so glad for the court ruling. This will help a lot of people. Well, it could. All right. Let's try that. That first line is still giving us problems, right? Yep. Okay, so 325-4316. 325-4316. Caller, I see you calling on that one. So 325-4316 and 325-425-4259. Yeah, well, either of his parents. Yes, it does say that. So either, that's very clear, right? If either of his parents. Yeah. Apparently, for other people, that means something else.
What could it mean?
I don't know. Either his mother or his mother. Maybe that's what they think that means.
Hey, don't start it. Don't start it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to the phone lines and hear what you have to say. We'll get to your messages in just a bit. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well.
What do you think it'll take for Bahamians to realize that this law has to change?
A ruling?
Or for all of their children to get involved with somebody who is not considered Bahamian and have children, and then they'll feel it, apparently.
But I mean, like, to be honest, like, just applying, just like the what you just read about sister, you just apply just common sense logic and thinking. I mean, anybody would see how foolish and archaic and being stupid this law is.
Mm-hmm. Well, the sentence is very clear to most of us in the Constitution. It's but for some reason, because of another paragraph a little ways
just
down.
A question though, why do you think they would view? I mean, like women in that like it's okay for when it comes to a man, but for a woman it's totally different. Why do you think that is?
Now, wait now, because, I mean, the issue isn't woman or man, it's marital status, right? So if you were married, it would be different. If you were a Bahamian man and a Jamaican woman or whatever, and you were married, very different. Very different. In fact, if you're a Bahamian man and a foreign woman outside the country, you could easily get your citizenship. Very easily. It just marital status makes a big difference, and so that's what the problem
if you'd like
has
to make
been.
A
okay,
call.
yeah, but
guess the framers were trying to keep it
because it was the other way around: Bahamian woman and a foreign man born in the Bahamas. Bahamian, the child.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you were married or not.
Right.
Right.
My mother was married.
Right. Yeah. So, hey. All right, let's read some of your messages. You can continue to call in. Someone says here, the Attorney General's belief that the case would have gone to the Privy Council regardless of who won shows these lawyers think everyone is wealthy. That was going to go. That was going to go. Trust me, that was going to go.
That lawyer or the lawyers would.
Yeah, that one was going to go.
Even if they had to.
You could. They go on to say the Attorney General's statement is a clear example of the law is only meant to protect the wealthy. No, I don't think that's right. Again, he's trying to clear. They are trying. They've said it before. They do want this matter resolved once and for all. They made that very clear. We talked to them last year, and this is what they said. All right. This one says
the Privy Council is the Olympics of law. Gotta go.
Okay. Sure. This one says, doesn't that confirm in regards to the referendum how so many Bahamians are, I'm going to edit your text, are not thinking clearly, who can be easily swung? Some, yes. Sometimes things happen. Things happen in elections. We get caught up. Someone says, when your parents illegally enter this country, now nobody's talking about that. I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you're going with this. But anyway, when your parents illegally enter this country, the process of citizenship should be frustrating. We have no sovereignty. We're talking about people born to Bahamians, right? So I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, the blame should always be placed on their parents and not our laws. Citizenship is not a bag of candy to be given to any and all. Sure, that is true, but that's not what we're talking about today. Unless you're saying Bahamian men need to be more careful with. Yeah. Okay. Now that's a different story. But is that what you want to talk about? Because that has a lot to do with you and how you raise your children. Perhaps. or you as an individual learning how to control yourself. Perhaps. But that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, the fact that we voted no to this issue twice goes back to ignorant Bahamians, how ignorant Bahamians are.
Well, some of these texters sound like they don't want Bahamians breeding with anybody else.
Okay. This one says, good morning, Dwight. People who say they are stateless, they are not. They choose to be stateless because they do not wish the passport of the other country. So tell these people to stop it. And if the Privy Council agrees with the appeals court ruling, then tell Carl Bethel we're going to a referendum. That's it.
That sounds like a no from that person.
This one says, the framers of the Constitution knew exactly what they were doing. They were intelligent. People, some of these people are fraudulent citizens. I think you are very incorrect. Again, what has caused issues here is that Article 14 says that wherever you see the word father, and if the person's, if this is out of wedlock, wherever you see the word father, that is to be construed as meaning mother. But this citizenship matter here, in Article 6, does not say the word father at all. This is what Ian Winder was saying in his ruling. Parent. It says, if at that date of birth, after the 9th of July, 1973, either of his parents is a citizen of the Bahamas.
Right.
Either of his parents.
Seems clear to me.
It's very clear. Further down, it says, wherever you see the word father, if we're talking about an out-of-wedlock situation, then that would mean mother.
Right.
But we don't have the word father in this clause here.
Correct.
So, yeah. All right. This one here, I don't see the fuss with those opposed to the change. What is their fear? I have nieces and nephews in this situation, so my sisters and their children are discriminated against based on who they marry. We have to catch some sense in this country. Again, it's about marriage is a little bit different and different rules when it comes to marriage, right? And I need to say this. I think people aren't getting this part here, but the discrimination here is Bahamian man, foreign mother in this country. Or any country, anywhere, child's not entitled to citizenship. They have to apply for it.
Right.
Right? Bahamian man and foreign mother married different story. Anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere in the world. Now, Bahamian woman married to a foreign man who has a child outside of the Bahamas.
Right. Nothing.
You got to apply for citizenship. Yeah. Bahamian woman married to a foreign man, and they have the child in the Bahamas. The child's a Bahamian.
Right.
Got it? Yep. Okay. So some very strange things going on there.
Mm-hmm.
What we tried to do in that referendum was make it equal across the board.
Right.
What applies to the married man should apply to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's take this call. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Good morning, Glenn.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I'm having a problem here. Is this issue, could this issue have just been solved by Parliament without having to pay additional group of people who claims to be residing in the Bahamas? I didn't know the Privy Council resides in the Bahamas. I thought they just come and sit, and then get paid, and then it's over. But could this have been
You
done?
know they don't reside here. Yeah, of course they don't reside here.
and
We
then
go to London to, right?
And then we pay them to make a decision that we could make ourselves, right? By just
They are the final court of appeal in the country.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're the final court of appeal. But Parliament, if Parliament were to pass an action or a law claiming that what they're saying now, what the judge said is correct, would you still have to go to Privy Council because Parliament did it already or not?
It could change with the next Parliament. They could easily make a new law. They could go to court. They could, someone could say this is a violation of what the Constitution says because we interpret that's what's happening here. Right, and because we don't think that's what was meant by the Constitution. So there'd be lots of challenges,
So
which is what we're
once the Privy
seeing.
Council makes the decision, it cannot be appealed.
Once the Privy Council makes a decision, we'll have to decide to live with that or to go back to the people so that we can fix this language in the Constitution.
Thank you for clearing it up.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's read some more. Okay. First off, can we read the Constitution before we discuss what we may think? As paragraph 6 speaks for itself, but then I am not a lawyer. Well, everyone's been saying that, right? Everyone's been saying it speaks for itself, but apparently it doesn't, because for almost 50 years, people have been rejected because of what it says. People who were born here to a Bahamian father have been rejected, and to this day still don't have. Obviously, it doesn't speak for itself. To you and to me, yes. But for many years and for many lawyers, it has meant something very different. So it's very strange. This one here says, I think a lot of us let emotions get in the way during the referendum, and we're swayed by a lot of the negative campaigning that goes around. Yes, it's very sad. Why waste the Privy Council's time? Being married shouldn't have anything to do with it. Isn't this law already in law? What are you talking about? You're not paying any attention at all. What? Okay, folks. Let's take this call here. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Good morning, Dwight.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I think Article 6 is pretty clear. It's clear as day. I don't see what the issue is. But are any of the founding fathers still alive?
Yeah, I think there's at least two.
We should ask
two or three.
If there's such confusion. But to me, it's pretty clear. I think it was.
That's still not good enough, though. I mean, if they tell you, "Well, I meant this," and then that's not going to be what? That's not going to be good enough. And that might not. What they say now might not be what they meant then either. So it's yeah.
But I think it's clear. I think it'll solve a lot of issues. Like it's been said, we had two chances of correction. I don't know why we did not. Well, we could assume why we did not. I think we got caught up in political stupidity. But it was. I have a lot of friends that have foreign mothers, and they've faced this issue for years. Right? They can't go to school, and etc. So I think we need to resolve it as quickly as possible. Like we say, I think it's going to take years in the Privy Council, and then we still have to probably go to a referendum again. And by our luck, I hope Bahamas gets sense by then.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. I said I edited the text earlier.
Oh,
so,
really?
Like, who do I think I am? Anyway, so I'm going to read it the way they said it then. So Bahamas is the text. Dwight, doesn't this confirm in regards to the referendum how so much Bahamians are just dummies who can easily swing?
Who can easily swing?
I'm reading the text.
Okay.
I was trying to. But there you have it.
Mm-hmm. There you have it.
There you have it. Dummies. There you go. All right. All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, more on this and more on what else is in the news on this. It is Wednesday already.
Can you imagine?
Oh my goodness, the week is flying by. That's really great. All right, so let's take that break. When we come back, more Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
Wake up, it's a new day.
Enjoy an experience with BTC giving you
unlimited talk for the best conversations, unlimited data for all your online fun,
and unlimited roaming to stay connected while overseas.
For just $50 per line.
Unlock unlimited mobile talk, data, and roaming when you sign up for BTC Superfast Fiber Internet with speed starting at 100 megabits per second. Enjoy more great savings and value. Upgrade or sign up today. Visit any BTC store or btcbahamas.com. Conditions apply.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Time for Morning Blend Traffic Alert brought to you by RBC Royal Bank. In your real-time traffic at this hour, we are seeing on Smart Butler Highway, they have traffic in the northbound lanes heading towards Tawnique-Williams-Darling Highway. Gladstone Road also busy for you this morning, but looking a little bit better for you than Smart Butler Highway. Too bad at this point so far, but as you get closer to the roundabout with Independence Drive, you'll see that building traffic there in the northbound lanes, and some building traffic on Carmichael heading eastbound to Blue Hill. That junction looking like it's getting a little busier at this hour. Elsewhere, just a little bit of building traffic along Carmichael Road westbound to Coral Harbor Road, and pockets along Prince Charles Drive at the major intersections this morning, and Charles Saunders Highway and Beatrice Avenue. Building traffic there as well. That's what we're looking at so far. That's your real-time traffic. And your Morning Blend Traffic Alert brought to you by RBC Royal Bank. Banking reimagined. We've got another check of your weather for today, brought to you by Rev Cable Bahamas. We've got streaming tropical moisture that will enhance shower activity over portions of the northwest Bahamas, and high pressure maintaining moderate to fresh winds across the country through tonight. A lot of warnings in the northwest Bahamas should be alert for waterspout or tornado activity. Beachgoers in the central and southeast Bahamas should exercise caution due to the threat of rip currents along eastern and southern shorelines, and there is a risk of localized flooding during heavy or prolonged rainfall events in low-lying and flood-prone areas today. The public is also urged to remain hydrated and limit outdoor activities due to triple-digit heat indices today. For the northwest Bahamas, we're looking at variably cloudy, hot, and humid conditions in the forecast, with isolated to widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms mainly across the extreme northwest Bahamas through tonight. Gusty winds and higher seas in showers and thunderstorms. For the central and southeast Bahamas, partly sunny, hot and breezy today with quick passing showers and a slight chance of isolated thunderstorms, becoming mostly cloudy tonight. A small craft caution is in effect. As we said, a hot day in store, 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius, the expected highs, but the heat index at 102 Fahrenheit, 39 Celsius will make you feel a lot hotter than that. And overnight lows tonight getting down to about 77 Fahrenheit, 25 Celsius. In your extended outlook, an upper-level disturbance across South Florida and lingering tropical moisture will promote a wet weather pattern over portions of the northwest Bahamas through Friday. High-pressure ridging will continue to support moderate to locally fresh winds across the country. So for tomorrow, Thursday, Look for variably cloudy and very warm conditions with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly in the extreme northwest Bahamas. A few isolated showers possible elsewhere. Friday, partly cloudy to cloudy and bit breezy with isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms, mainly in the northwest Bahamas. In the tropics, showers and thunderstorms associated with that tropical wave a few hundred miles east of the Windward Islands remain disorganized as it moves west-northwest. The system has a low chance now, about 10% chance of development through the next 5 days, but is expected to bring some rain to the Windward and Leeward Islands. Elsewhere, the tropics remain quiet and tropical cyclone formation not expected through the next 5 days. That's your Morning Blend weather check brought to you by Rev Cable Bahamas, you and us together.
Travel less, but vacation more by indulging yourself and your family with the ultimate staycation getaway at Atlantis. Sleep in, relax, play, go out. Say yes to a fantastic staycation in your very own paradise just over the bridge. For reservations, call 363-6483 or visit Atlantis Local on Facebook for details.
There's only one way to have a better morning. How? Start your mornings the best way with our 2 for $6 breakfast sandwiches at Wendy's. For a limited time, choose any 2 of your favorite breakfast sandwiches, including the fresh Strachan sack muffin, honey buttermilk chicken biscuit, double sausage muffin, or the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Wash it all down with our cold brew shake or coffee. Better mornings always start at Wendy's. Wendy's, different inside and out. Excludes airport locations.
Meet Jackie. Jackie's a hard worker with a steady income, but she has a personal loan and multiple credit cards to pay off. To keep her account current from Fidelity Bank, to consolidate her debt into one monthly payment and earn interest on a built-in savings account. Be like Jackie. Call 356-7764 to book a complimentary financial coaching session. Fidelity also offers virtual assistance. Fidelity, we're good for you.
Let's face it, in an increasingly competitive market, your business needs a competitive edge. That means offering your employees the benefits they want. Give them the benefit of retiring their way with the RF Multi-Employer Pension Plan. Choose from some of the best performing investment funds in the market while taking advantage of low administrative costs and professional management. Whether you're a team of 2 or 2,000, our pension specialists can design a plan for you. Contact us at pensions@rfgroup.com to learn more about the RF Multi-Employer Pension Plan. RF, money at work.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Long as my heart beating and I'm breathing there, I'll fight for me, we'll fight anytime, anywhere. And I'll never back down from it, that's not coming. I just attack from the front and don't ask questions, nothing, I'm here. Yeah. Oh Lord, I can't stop now. I give my all and still ain't enough. Everybody gets knocked now. The only thing that matters is what you gonna do when you get up now. Get up now, get up now, get up now, get up. The only thing that matters is what you gonna do when you get up. The only thing that matters is what you gonna do when you get up. The only thing that matters is what you gonna do when you get up.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strong along with Chester Robards on this Wednesday morning. I'll read a couple more of your messages before we move on to this issue about the emergency order. This text here. You know what the funny thing is in all of this? Those persons born in the Bahamas before independence were born in a British territory. The Bahamas was technically born. Those persons who got automatic citizenship because they were born before the country were born British citizens, or subjects really. And so were their parents. And those persons born after independence to a foreign mother but Bahamian father were actually born in independent Bahamas but were denied citizenship, while those born in the British Bahamas were grandfathered in automatically. Yep, well, I don't know if it's funny, but hey, yes, that is exactly what happened, and many people can relate to that. Many. In fact, people were telling me about it yesterday, and we got that text I just read. That person said the same thing. Bahamian father, Jamaican mother, sister born right after independence, and yet her situation was completely different. Same parents. But that's That's how it is.
That's how we
it
do.
is. Yep.
That's how we do.
And we've done nothing to fix it. Getting some interesting tweets here. Let me read these. This one says, Loftus Roker, the last surviving framer of the Constitution. He's not the last. But anyway, one of the last. Explains that this clause was in, because DNA was not available and there was no conclusive means of proving paternity. Makes sense. But now let's upgrade the Constitution. Yeah. Right. So people were bringing that up yesterday. That's not an issue, of course, because you could easily prove the paternity. It's not like people can fake that and pretend or claim to be and not be.
Right.
So that shouldn't be an issue unless we have unscrupulous labs, which I'm sure we do not. In this wonderful place. This tweet here. The Constitution was created at a different time. It is an issue today because more than 70% of children are born to unmarried parents. The fact that Carl Bethel and the government decided to challenge this ruling shows how lazy this administration is with creating laws. Well, again, I don't think that is the case, but they're doing this for legal reasons.
It needs to be enshrined.
Right? Yes. So that we take it as high as it can go, and this is what we have to deal with. This is what the law is. This is what we're going to do until we have the guts to change. We, you and me, have the guts to change, finally, this antiquated dinosaur, all the words are flooding in. But yeah, the Constitution that needs to be with our times. And they go on to say, also, if you want Bahamians to vote against you, especially when most don't see a change directly affecting them, just call them dumb, stupid, and ignorant. They will vote no or not show up. You can thank the yes vote people for that referendum failing. Oh, boy.
Say what?
Did they call anybody dumb? Or
I
did you
don't
just,
think
did people just not like the way they spoke?
That's what it was.
Like, because
they came at you intelligently.
They used full English sentences.
And disagreed.
And that was a problem.
And disagreed with your position.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all you need. I vote no.
That sounds like full English to me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to vote yes. Okay.
Listen.
Oh, boy. But yeah, no, calling people dumb, that usually doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Especially with the people. Anyway. Yes, you're right. Okay. So, hey, and I'm sure we're going to have more on this. And again, we're going to talk to some people who are in these. What?
I'm just thinking of all the scenarios where you just like disagree with somebody who's supposed to be giving you something or serving
that
you.
will help you. Help you.
Like, yeah, you're trying to say, look, no, this is not how, and then they just get mad, and things get worse.
Mm-hmm. You could be calm and just say
but it doesn't. It's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
You might lose your job. They don't care. Mm-hmm. Don't come at me like this.
Oh boy.
Police lock you up. Listen.
My goodness. Anyway, all right. So let's move on to the end of the emergency, the state of emergency. The government is saying
we're moving into the future.
Aiming to have this happen in August. It expires. They really do want that to be the end. That will depend on us if we behave ourselves. Take a listen to this from our Jasmine Brown.
As it is right now, the government has indicated a view that we could look towards the August period for the removal of emergency powers. And that is certainly the aim.
I hope so. I hope so. I would like to be able to see us continue to open the economy in ways we're doing and to fully open in August. That is my heart's desire.
While COVID-19 numbers have been trending down, the AG said it's always good to err on the side of caution. He called on Bahamians to protect themselves.
Everything behave ourselves as a people. If we don't behave ourselves and infections go out of control, then the Governor General may have a view as to what is needed to protect the Bahamian people.
While he tabled a resolution to extend the state of emergency back in May, Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis also expressed hope that the Bahamas would be in a position to abandon the state of emergency by August. Minnis announced the relaxation of a number of COVID-19 mitigation measures in Parliament, including shortened curfew hours for several islands and additional perks for fully vaccinated individuals in the Bahamas. The country has been under a state of emergency since March 2020 and is now in its fourth state of emergency. It is set to expire on August 13th, but at its last meeting, the House of Assembly suspended until September 22nd. Bethel and Wells noted that Parliament would meet if the Governor General declares a fifth state of emergency.
So the mere fact that the House has adjourned until beyond the expiration date does not prevent the Governor General, in his discretion, should he feel that the emergency persists, to summon the Houses and cause them to, allow them to debate whether or not to extend the proclamation.
Meanwhile, the health minister says he remains optimistic about the government's goal for August.
In order to do that, we need Bahamians vaccinated. Bahamians are beginning to answer the call in greater numbers. They were always answering the call, but there's an uptick in persons presenting now to come forward to receive the vaccine.
Nearly 80,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine have been administered to Bahamians and residents. Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Wake up.
Okay, so, if we behave, you heard that part there, right? Everything depends on how we behave ourselves as a people. If we don't behave ourselves and infections go out of control, then the Governor General may have a view as to what is needed to protect the Bahamian people.
The song was kind of appropriate there afterwards. Wake up, Bahamas.
Sure.
What does behave yourself mean, though, in this context?
This is still here. I don't understand it.
What does it mean?
And we know...
Go get a vaccine?
I don't know.
Vaccine behavior?
Stop partying when you're not vaccinated. Yeah. No mention of the tourists. No mention of the people coming here who test positive after, when they take their test and they go, oh, you had COVID, my God. Or, no mention of that. But us, okay, well, that's fine. We need everybody to behave. We need everybody to be responsible.
Absolutely. I'm fully vaccinated as of yesterday.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thanks. 14 days is over.
Are you having a party?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Only vaccinated people allowed?
That's right. See how you get left out?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear. What do you say about it, folks? This, as well as the health minister saying they're considering allowing private companies to bring in COVID-19 vaccines. Why is that? They're not having some issues bringing in themselves or securing these? They keep saying they were negotiating. Did they hear back from Pfizer yet? I know they were trying to talk to them.
That would be rough.
Which one?
Private companies trying to get vaccines.
You think so?
I don't know. I can imagine it would be rough.
More luck than these people, it seems.
What kind of big money they have to shell out for that?
How much money will you have to shell out to get the vaccine?
Exactly. That's my point. Because when it reaches, how much you paying?
Right. Exactly. Although people have told us they are willing to pay.
Yeah. If they get the other thing.
If they get the one they want.
Yeah. The one that people ain't discriminated against right now.
Although we're hearing that is not...
They're switching it up.
Not going to be the case. Yeah. Right. Because, So what are your views, folks? August, is that right? Is that what should happen? Can we behave ourselves until then? What do you make of it? Tell us what you think. 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us. Facebook us. Text us. 422-4796. I want to read this quote again. That through the self-discipline of the Bahamian people, we will continue to be able to manage, and as you see, bring down rates of infection, which is currently going on.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good stuff. All right. Let's read some of your messages here. Okay, this is going back. The Prime Minister is setting himself up to be a dictator, and I'm going to stop editing your text messages and just read them so that people can hear. And those idiots will bang on the table while it happens. He sees the Delta variant coming down the pipeline and has already given an out if cases rise. He's been given an out if cases rise. Okay, well, that's a very sinister way to look at this, but sure. All right, this government really thinks maybe people are little children. Behave and you can get candy. We're going to an election. That's why they will end the state of emergency. Okay. This one says here, I'm confused. Is the GG responsible for the emergency orders? No, don't be confused. You know exactly how this works. I don't know why they keep playing with us like this. It's very foolish.
Yeah, but he signed us. No problem.
Well, okay. Yeah. This one says, see, Dwight, all that intellectual talk about the government general is exactly what turns maybe people off because intellectuals try to treat us like we dumb. Bethel knows he wanted to say competent authority, but election too close. Oh, okay. Someone says, such nonsense. Everyone knows that the governor general serves at the pleasure of the prime minister, not the other way around. Yeah. I don't know why they do that. That's really
fine.
very
It's a
annoying.
technicality, right?
It's sickening, though. It is. I haven't even eaten for the day. I want to throw up. You know, it's just awful. But these are the games we play in this country. This is what we like.
These foolish games.
This is what we like.
Tearing.
Fun times in the 242. All right, let's break for news and be back with more. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. I almost said August Radio. Guardian. Well, August. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
My heart beating and breathing there.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Welcome back to Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. We are streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and on the Guardian Radio app for smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas Channel 969 or BTC Flow Channel 612. You can tweet us at Morning Blend 969 or Facebook.com/Morning Blend 969. Text us 422-4796. And now at 8:20, time for another check of your weather for today, brought to you by Bahamas First Insurance. Here's what's happening. We've got streaming tropical moisture that will continue to enhance shower activity over portions of the northwest Bahamas, maintain moderate to fresh winds across the islands through tonight. Boaters and residents in the northwest Bahamas should be alert for waterspout or tornado activity. Beachgoers in the central and southeast Bahamas should exercise caution due to the threat of rip currents along eastern and southern shorelines. And there is a risk of localized flooding during heavy or prolonged rainfall events in low-lying or flood-prone areas. The public's also advised to remain hydrated and limit outdoor activities due to triple-digit heat indices today. For today, your forecast calls for variably cloudy, hot, and humid conditions in the northwest Bahamas with isolated to widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly in the extreme northwest Bahamas. For the central and southeastern islands, partly sunny, hot, and breezy with quick passing showers and the slight chance of an isolated thunderstorm, becoming mostly cloudy tonight. Small craft caution in effect. High temperatures getting up to around 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius, but the heat index up to 102 Fahrenheit, 39 Celsius. Overnight lows tonight getting down to 77 Fahrenheit, 25 Celsius. In your extended outlook, an upper level tropical moisture will promote a wet weather pattern over portions of the northwest Bahamas through Friday. High-pressure ridging will continue to support moderate to locally fresh winds across the country. For Thursday, we're looking at variably cloudy and very warm conditions with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly in the extreme northwest Bahamas, a few isolated showers possible elsewhere. Friday, partly cloudy to cloudy and a bit breezy with isolated showers and a chance of thunderstorms mainly in the northwest Bahamas. In the tropics, we're still watching showers and thunderstorms associated with a tropical wave a few hundred miles east of the Windward Islands. The area remains disorganized at this time as it moves west-northwestward. The system has a low chance, only about 10% chance of development through the next 5 days. Elsewhere, tropical cyclone formation not expected as the tropics remain quiet. Over the next 5 days at least. That's your morning blend weather check brought to you by Bahamas First Insurance. What's first for you comes first for us. And at 8:22, time for another check of your weather, traffic for today, brought to you by RBC Royal Bank. Smile Butler Highway looking very busy in your real-time traffic from well south of Fire Trail in the northbound lanes heading towards Tonique Williams-Darling Highway this morning. Traffic's backed up a little bit on Fire Trail eastbound as well. Gladstone Road looking like a slightly better alternate route for you this morning, but you will see the traffic increase in the northbound lane heading towards JFK Drive. Carmichael Road looking pretty busy this morning, eastbound towards Blue Hill Road, very busy. And Blue Hill Road is also going to be congested, especially in the northbound lanes, north of Soldier Road as you make your way to Independence Drive. Independence Drive back to both directions, westbound and eastbound this morning, so looking pretty messy there. And we've got Eastern Road, some traffic for you westbound, just east of Fox Hill Road, westbound to up to Montague. Should be easing up by the time we get at the major intersections. We'll be seeing some heavy traffic there, and Fox Hill Prince Charles Drive in particular. And we've got West Bay Street. As you approach Saunders Beach, you'll be seeing some heavy traffic as you get closer to that roundabout with New Providence Highway. Those are your hot spots this morning, your real-time traffic, and your morning blend traffic alert brought to you by RBC Royal Bank, banking reimagined.
Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Roaming just got easier. Say hello to more with our new Liberty Prime plan. With more minutes, more texts, and more data to do the things you love right here at home and even when you travel. With the all-new Liberty Prime, Liberty Premium, and Liberty Elite, you've got one less worry. Roam again. Alive.
Get ready to whine, cause it's whining time. Get ready to move, it's all about you. Hey gal, back it up. Get ready to whine, whine. Girl, you nice, and your body sexy. I would give you a house and a car and some of my money. Hey, yeah. Just to see you wind your waist. Cause commotion in this place. Coca-Cola bottle shape. Turn around, don't hesitate. On me.
We're back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan along with Chester Robards on this Wednesday morning. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll be talking with RBC about their special promotion this Friday. And you don't want to miss what they have in store. We'll tell you all about that in just a bit. But we continue right now talking about what we were talking about before the break, talking about the government, the Attorney General and the Minister of Health saying that, they're hoping that by August that the emergency order will be removed if we behave ourselves. And so we're talking about that, getting a reaction to that. This text here, Dwight Chester, it has always been about behavior or discipline. We shouldn't pretend that this isn't an issue. We've got to stop the BS, they say. No, we're definitely not pretending that it is. We're just saying that it's not just that. It's not just we need to behave ourselves. We also need everybody to be on the same level playing field, and that we often see it. We see people who come here, visitors, tourists, some can slip through the cracks and can. They don't seem to, not all, but not some of them, the same rules, it seems. And so we're just saying that let's just make sure that we are doing this, that it's everybody behaving themselves, right? Let's not just say it's the Bahamians. It's been a lot of that. There's been a lot of bad behavior, a lot of people just totally defying all the rules, partying as long as they want, well into the night, well past the curfew. They don't even know what a mask looks like. Yeah, sure, that's bad. But we've heard other stories as well. People coming in, people who are here from other countries, testing positive, and how did you get this far? Right? So that's all we're saying. It's not just one category. It's got to be everybody. Yep.
Well,
What? We know what?
May just be one category now.
Oh, okay. All right. The protocols have nothing to do with science. It has to do with control. It is amazing how they can quote the amount of money spent on assistance to Bahamians during the pandemic, but won't tell us how much it spent to cover the incompetence of the AG, huh? Make it make sense, jokey leaders. I don't understand what you're talking about. Okay. I don't know. There is no way these emergency powers will be given up before the next election. I guarantee it. I think you're confused.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they've got to do the campaigning. The people love to do their
rallies.
regular,
Rallies gotta happen.
have the rallies. Got to be on top of each other and drunk.
Absolutely.
Got to be knocking on the doors at 500 people.
Gotta have theme
that'll
music.
happen.
Gotta have
Yeah,
theme
man.
music playing
Gotta-
for Lido,
Please. You know that. Can't be an election without that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And let's take this call really quickly, and then I want to talk about two other things related to this, related to COVID. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, Dwight and Chester. How are you doing?
Hi, doing well. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Okay, and good morning to the nation. A couple of things, Dwight. First and foremost, the report that I heard from your reporter, I don't know if it's from the Guardian, but nonetheless, in your news, stating that 80,000 vaccinations has been distributed. I believe that's misleading in and of itself, because we all know that there is 2 doses that are required in order for the vaccination process to be complete. And so making that statement in and of itself is giving the impression that the government has in fact, or is in fact keeping pace with, about a quarter of our population or thereabout, or 20%, which is not true.
Is it misleading, Anton? I mean, that's what it is. It's the
But
doses.
nonetheless, it's misleading. It is. That's the fact. But moving on to what you were talking about, Dwight.
Yeah, but they break it down.
When we look, y'all didn't play that in the news.
I mean, but
All we
who's
heard
misled?
Was the 80,000?
Who's
All we heard was
misled?
anyone listening to that?
No.
But nonetheless, moving on to what you were talking about with the minister.
And you
of Health.
blame the government for this? The people
With the
don't want to
minister-
take the vaccine. You blame the government for that?
No, not at all, Dwight. I'm simply stating that the report, where it's presented, or the little bit and piece of what was presented, is misleading. But nonetheless, as I'm trying to say, moving on to the Minister of Health and the Attorney General's statement, if it were up to the vaccination process, as you just pointed out, it's very slow, and Bahamians receiving the vaccination, we would all be in trouble, because the Bahamian people, or the majority of the Bahamian people, have been compliant with the protocol protections that we have maintained the level of infections to the degree that we have maintained it. It has very little to do with efforts on behalf of the government of the Bahamas, because they have been severely lacking, and extremely incompetent in their efforts. And also, finally, Dwight, when you listen to what the Minister of Health stated in that very same report, he's speaking about having the level of inoculation by August. But we have the Director for Infectious Disease, Dr. Nakia Forbes, who stated that, look, man, this vaccination is not a panacea, because we we have the Delta variant of the COVID-19, which is jumping over the current vaccinations that are on the market. But the government they're not even beginning to look or project forward onto the Delta variant and their inefficiencies, because we haven't even begun to get the enough doses of the singular vaccine that we have in country. And so we are so far behind. We are so far behind in this fight on COVID-19 that is the very dangerous part of why we are in the most trouble, because of government incompetence.
You got
Thank
your
you for the
vaccine yet,
opportunity.
Anton?
Pardon me?
Did you get vaccinated yet?
I'm not going to discuss that on the show, Dwight. Right? But me and you could have that conversation offline.
Well, I mean, that's very interesting. You said some serious things just now, but I mean, it would be good
could
to
have-
know.
No, but all I said, Dwight, the only thing I'm doing is pointing out the facts of the information that's in the public domain as you permit. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say to you for maybe 2 weeks now, Dwight. Now that I remember it, before you let me go, Dwight, your show starts.
Okay, but I don't know. We could talk about other things off air too, Anton. Right? So let's do that. I mean, but people say those things, but they are not willing to get vaccinated. It's very interesting. But a lot of people are going to disagree with you, Anton, about the what you said about the incompetence. Some are saying that these restrictions are exactly why some people have changed their behavior and aren't doing what they used to do. So it's hard to say that it has done nothing.
And then the two things about the vaccines, not having enough right now is a moot point because there ain't enough people taking the ones we have.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that it's that the government's not trying to get more. It's just difficult.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep. All right. You and I were talking about this off air. We mentioned it in the in the sports this morning, sports this morning with the overnight about the nationals, the track and field nationals and the swimming nationals set for this weekend. The swimming nationals get underway tomorrow. Track and field, I think that's is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So athletes, all the premier Bahamian track and field athletes are going to be here, and also some international athletes going to be here as well, right? This is qualifying for the Olympics, those who haven't qualified yet. So it's a big thing. Last year was a problem. We didn't have that.
Absolutely.
But this year, doing it, and fans will be allowed, but only fully vaccinated. And they have to be already past their 14-day observation period. So, Chester, you would be allowed to go.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I'm wondering about that though. I mean, this is an outdoor event. Large,
very much. So.
I don't believe we've ever filled it. You could space people out.
That's true.
The last nationals I went to, there were only people on the western side, and that definitely wasn't full. We've been functioning without vaccines and wearing masks and socially distancing and maintaining some normal numbers outside of these spikes we've seen. Does this make sense? Is this a bit much? Again, for an outdoor event, it's not indoors, right? We could really space people out.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand.
And space them out to the point where there are two sides to the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put vaccinated people on one side.
Oh, really?
And unvaccinated people on the other side.
Which side would you put the unvaccinated, Chester?
The unvaccinated should go on the side,
with the sun?
Where the sun
Where
rises.
the sun is. Yeah, why not?
That way the heat kills anything, right?
Hey,
because it might be triple digit indexing.
Or it will be. If it's not raining. But yeah, well, see, that's exactly what you all want. You vaccinated people want to segregate. We do wonder what that.
All jokes aside, is true.
I'm not understanding.
The stadium can be put together so that people are very much far apart.
I want you vaccinated people to know that you're in the supermarket right next to unvaccinated people,
and that person, and in the outdoor restaurants,
and sometimes indoor too.
That's true.
And you're in the offices with them. What? You can't be out. Seriously, folks, let's be sensible here. Right now, if you want separate entrances, that sounds like something we would love to do here. Hey, I don't know, but I think this is a bit weird. That's a bit weird.
What we should do is allow unvaccinated people into the games, put a VIP tent on the field for the vaccinated. Yeah.
Say what?
Huh?
Oh, really? That's what you want, VIPs and vaccinated. And, sadly, the turnout for this event is never really that huge. So they could really control this. I don't understand.
No, absolutely.
I do need someone to make that make sense for me.
Well, it's we kind of not everywhere. A lot of places in the States are like, you want to come to this, you got to be vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
Fully vaccinated.
All right.
It doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Yeah. And then this interesting headline in the business section. Bahamians urged to avoid weekend travel as home party impacts LPIA. Huh? What? What now? Bahamians seeking to travel this summer on the national air carrier may find some difficulty finding flights, as the majority of seats for weekend flights in the coming few months have already been secured by Royal Caribbean. Okay, well, that's a little bit different from what the headlines say.
That's not...
That's
yeah.
very...
Wait, what?
That's very different from what the headlines say. All right, so the flights are booked up. Not that you shouldn't travel.
Yeah, so you don't need to be urged not to travel. You need to go start looking for flights now for July, end of July,
Book
August.
early. Don't do it, baby.
Book early and come to the airport early.
Okay.
To save yourself some stress.
So that's very different.
Yeah. Okay.
That's very different.
Wow.
All right. But I do want someone to explain the what's happening with the Nationals to me. Can anybody do that? Yeah. All right.
Did it say the same thing about the swimming stadium? Is that open to spectators?
Let's see. This will be a very successful Nationals qualifier.
It's a little tighter space.
Yeah, there's space. One of our sports people listening, they can message me. Oh, here, sports. Is it open? Mr. Sports Reporter, can unvaccinated swines go to the swimming nationals this weekend? Let me know, please. Let me know.
You just wait till vaccination day. Who are you going to call swine then?
Oh, my goodness. Let me see. I want to get this answer before we move on. Go to the swimming nationals. I'm asking our sports reporters. Okay. Yeah.
Unvaccinated can look through the fence.
No, we watch it on TV. Watch it on TV. All right. Someone says here, Dwight, you're wicked. A texter said that the government can tell us how much money is spent on the feeding program, but can't or won't tell us how much is spent on the other things like the QC, Dorian, etc. That is what the texter's saying. Well, they said the AG, actually. But you said you don't understand. Shake my head. I'm just saying I don't understand the question. This one said, so no one is invited to attend.
To swim.
No, okay, all right. So that's a little different there. Well, I'd rather nobody than just sub.
That's true.
Right?
Than swine.
No spectators at the swimming. Okay. Well, again, it's a smaller area. It's a little more challenging, and
right.
I guess. But that's the stadium is huge. I don't understand. This text here, what the Common Authority and many people fail to realize that the vaccinated people could still catch and pass the COVID virus, so attending large gatherings increases your chance of catching and transmitting the virus. Our healthcare facilities are still limited and cannot accommodate any outbreak from vaccinated people. Yeah, well, there you go. So that's what I'm saying. Either nobody. Well, that's it. Nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's leave that there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with RBC. They've got something very special happening this Friday. We're getting all the details right after this break. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
Travel less, but vacation more by indulging yourself and your family with the ultimate staycation getaway at Atlantis. Sleep in, relax, play, go out. Say yes to a fantastic staycation in your very own paradise just over the bridge. For reservations, call 363-6483 or visit Atlantis Local on Facebook for details.
You invest in your children, your home, and your community. But are you investing in your financial future? At CFAL, we specialize in investment management, retirement planning, mutual funds, and private wealth. Our team of experts never stops helping you plan for tomorrow. Because tomorrow begins today. Call us at 502-7010 to see what our financial advisors can do for you. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations.
Technology serves to make our lives better, so why not your business too? At Custom Computers, we've been maintaining our knowledge and relationships with top tech companies since 1987 and carry only the most trusted brands like Apple, Microsoft, HP, and more. No company has helped more businesses build reliable IT systems than Custom Computers. You name it, we've done it. Call 396-1101 to talk to any of our business experts. Find trust in your tech. Count on Custom Computers.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank.
COVID-19. Do not panic. Be prepared. Some persons may get worried and feel stressed whenever there's an outbreak of diseases like COVID-19. Do not panic. It is better to be informed and prepared. Talk to a healthcare professional about your concerns. Make a plan for how you will keep your home and workspace clean and disinfected. Practice proper hygiene and preventative actions such as proper hand washing and coughing and sneezing etiquette. Stay informed about local COVID-19 updates from trusted and reliable sources.
This message brought to you by Bahamas Ministry of Health in conjunction with Guardian Radio.
RBC has been growing with the Bahamas for over 110 years with new ways to bank better. We are committed to deepening our relationship with existing clients and forging new ones in the future with new products and services and investment in the community, youth, and education initiatives. We are here to help you grow.
We're here to help you flourish. We're RBC.
RBC Royal Bank. Banking reimagined.
Shut up and drive, 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 drive. Shut up and drive, drive. I got class like a 57 Cadillac.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan with Chester Robards, and we're changing gears now, talking about your money. And RBC has a special event planned for this Friday, and you definitely don't want to miss this. This is going to be good stuff. Joining us once again from RBC, we have Auto Finance Manager Aaron Hanna. Aaron, welcome back. Great to have you with us again.
Good morning, team. Good morning, Bahamas.
For a special Friday at RBC, we know you have these quite often. What's happening this Friday?
All right, so this month we're back at it again with our Feature Friday event, where we showcase select models from some of our top dealerships in the country. And this week Friday we'll be having some of those dealers come back out to our stores here in Nassau. So at our Prince Charles location, they're going to have Bahamas Bus and Truck. They're going to be featuring Mitsubishi A Charge. At our Michael Road branch, we'll have Tire Flex, who will be displaying one of their Jeeps. I think it's a GLE as well as a Isuzu truck. At the Cable Beach branch, we're going to have Nassau Motor Company, and they'll be featuring a Honda Pilot as well as a Honda Fit. And at our Old Fort Bay branch, we'll have Volkswagen, who'll be bringing out Tiguan SUV. So we're really excited about this week. We have some quality vehicles lined up for our clients to see. And we're asking you to stop on by. Why not take an opportunity to take a look at a new vehicle while you bank? We're trying to make it convenient for our clients. As we know, time is usually limited, and with all of the restrictions and everything that's happening, we just want to make it very easy for our clients to, take a look at that much needed new vehicle.
All right. So how quickly is the process? If you do see something on Friday and you are interested in it, what do you need to do, and how quickly can that be in your driveway?
All right. So we have all of the documents from our clients. We usually turn around the deal in about 3 to 4 business days. So that is from the receipt of the last document. And those documents are, the basic financing documents. We would ask for your IDs, either a passport, driver's license, NID card, any government-issued ID, a job letter, copies of your most recent pay slips. If you're paid monthly, then 1 pay slip. Bi-weekly, we need 2. If you're paid weekly, then we need at least 4 consecutive pay slips. If you bank outside of RBC, if you have credit with another bank, it would be great for you to bring a printout of that, and we can get the process started.
Wait, did you say 4 pay slips?
Yeah, if you get paid weekly, we need at least 4.
Weekly.
Yeah.
But if you're monthly...
Yeah, just 1 pay slip.
Just one. Okay.
Right.
All right, great stuff there. Yeah. All right. So, what about the interest rates and the numbers that people need to be concerned about? What do they need to know?
Well, at RBC, you can get special financing packages with up to 100% financing and up to 8 years to repay. And I would say that we have the most competitive interest rate available. And I would encourage you to, have a conversation with our auto finance team. We have dedicated mobile auto finance specialists who can meet you, who can come to you if required. And we only focus basically on auto deals. So, we know a lot about the market, and we try to get you in and out and give you that best advice to get you the vehicle that you would like.
Mm-hmm. 100% financing sounds good for some folks. Who is entitled to that? Can everybody get that? Who can and who can't, or who shouldn't even think about it?
Well, I would say some of the 100% financing. Obviously, you want to have good credit history. Once that is in order, that is one of the requirements. Obviously, you want to fit within our guidelines. I would also say a major thing may be net worth. If you have a positive net worth, you're not really, in debt, so to speak, or have a negative net worth. Because, again, it is actually a central bank requirement for all consumer facilities to have a minimum of 15% injection. But, we're able to work with clients once we have identified that they have a network. Because obviously, the real reason of it is to try not to put our clients in undue expense on that.
Right. All right, so you said it. The central bank recommends 15%. What about you? What do you say personally to folks looking at buying a new car? Do you recommend 15 or higher? What would you say?
It honestly is based on your circumstances at the time. What I can say is I would typically recommend the most flexible option, and then allow the client to make a determination as to whether they would like to do a bit more, because things happen. You may have unexpected expenses come up 1 month, and I know a lot of people want to pay to get rid of debt fast as possible, but sometimes it may be best to get that most flexible option that will give you that leeway to make additional payments as you see fit, and also give you an opportunity to account for those unexpected expenses.
Yeah. All right. So I know Friday you mentioned the local dealers. They're going to be local dealers. But what if you can't find what you're looking for here and you want to look abroad? Are these offers good for that as well?
Yes, we do. We do import financing. The criteria there is a little bit different. As you know, the vehicle is not on the island, so it's really something that we look at on a circumstantial basis. So, the best people to talk to would be the auto finance team, and they would be able to give you that exactly what you can and cannot do. And again, we're able to come to you, meet you anywhere, and we're just inviting people to pick up the phone and have a conversation, as well as use our online tool. We have a really easy online auto pre-qualification tool. If you go online and you search RBC auto pre-qualification in any search engine, or you can visit www.rbc.com/drive easy. That's DRIVEEASY. rbc.com/drive easy. It'll take you to our auto pre-qualification tool, and there literally is 2 minutes to fill it out, and it'll tell you basically what you can, what you're approved for.
Yeah. All right. So remind us about Friday. What's going to be happening? Where? When? The times? Everything like that. We need to know.
All right. So we want you to drive your dream vehicle with RBC Financing. Get special RBC financing packages up to 100% financing and up to 8 years to repay. This week, Friday, we're going to have at our local Nassau branches from 9 to 4. At our Prince Charles branch, we're going to have Bahamas Custom Truck will be featuring Mitsubishi Atrage. It's a must-see vehicle, very affordable, maybe considering looking at a used car because the price is a little bit lower. I'm telling you, the monthly payments on the charge is very reasonable. At our Jamaica location, we'll have Fireflex Star Motors, who is the dealer for Mercedes-Benz and Isuzu. They'll be out there with one of their 2021 Mercedes Jeeps. It's a must-see. And as well as they'll be bringing out one of their Isuzu trucks, the D-Max 4x4. At our Cable Beach location, we'll have Nassau Motor Company will be featuring their Honda Pilot 2020 Honda Pilot SUV, really nice vehicle. As well as they'll be featuring a 2020 Honda Fit for those who like the smaller cars. And at our Old Fort Bay branch, we'll have Volkswagen who'll be featuring the 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan.
Okay, wonderful stuff. 9 to 4 this Friday. It's going to be great. Aaron, thank you very much. Aaron Hanna, always a pleasure talking with you, and looking forward to Friday, Feature Friday with RBC. Thanks so much.
Reimagine with RBC. Thank you so much, Stan.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and be back. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
Digital banking, online, RBC. RBC banking, online, pay your bills anytime.
RBC Digital Banking is so easy. Granny and Granddad can do it. Sign up for online banking or download the RBC Caribbean app.
With RBC easy, send your money hassle-free. RBC.
Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/bank at home. RBC Royal Bank. Banking reimagined.
Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Street, has those hard-to-find fasteners for you right now. You can find stainless steel regular hex, carriage bolts, galvanized bolts, threaded rods, nails, self-tap screws, sex bolts, anchor bolts, turnbuckles, masonry tools, hand tools, and weed whacker strings. Check out the rope selection and car body fasteners, too. Special orders are welcome. It's your #1 fastener store. Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Streets. Call 326-1976.
Are you ready for effortless hurricane protection? Then you need to get to know LA Impact Windows and Doors. Forget the plywood and get the lowest and affordable prices on hurricane windows and doors for all your residential and commercial projects. You can feel safe and secure with LA Impact Windows and Doors. Located in the Southland Shopping Center, East Street South. LA Impact Windows and Doors. Impacting your views. Call 322-3667 or 829-7822.
Let's face it, in an increasingly competitive market, your business needs a competitive edge. That means offering your employees the benefits they want. Give them the benefit of retiring their way with the RF Multi-Employer Pension Plan. Choose from some of the best performing investment funds in the market while taking advantage of low administrative costs and professional management. Whether you're a team of 2 or 2,000, our pension specialists can design a plan for you. Contact us at pensions@rfgroup.com to learn more about the RF Multi-Employer Pension Plan. RF, money at work.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Wake up, it's a new day. It's a new day. It's the start of the new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Revolution. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Somebody's asking, are you talking about what we were just talking about with RBC? Texter is asking, what about hotel workers? Can hotel workers participate? What are you talking about? Well, if you've got money and you need a car and you could make the payments, RBC will be very happy to have you come along.
Bring your 4 pay slips.
If you're paid
Good to
weekly.
go.
Yeah. So, yeah, everybody who's in the market for a new car can participate. No exclusions, no vaccinated only people. And it's, this text here we got earlier, somebody says, as far as I'm concerned, I was vaccinated at birth. In any event, I'm more than content watching from home. Okay, we're talking about the sports events this weekend. Oh, okay, all right, very, very good. And another message here. Someone says this is for your safety, not ours. That's from a vaccinated person. Is that explaining the vaccinated only at the track and field championships, the nationals this weekend? Okay. Sure. Hey, when they start having the vaccinated only branch of the supermarket and the non-vaccinated branch, we'll see. We'll see how you all feel.
Yeah.
I probably should have said
It
that.
happens.
Someone's going to say, that's a good idea. We've got those 2 locations near each other. One of them could be for the vaccinated, one could be for the unvaccinated.
My cause for the vaccinated only. I can't give ride to unvaccinated.
Oh,
people.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Even if you wear a mask.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. That's a good one.
And if I put the windows down.
No.
Dope. I need to go check out RBC for the sunroof thing.
Okay. We're going to take a break, folks. When we come back, Morning Blend Business. We're going to be talking with Access Accelerator, a small business development center. We're going to meet 2 more of their success stories. You don't want to miss it. They're going to answer all your questions that you have as well. If you
That's always exciting.
Yes, a small, medium-sized enterprise and you need some funding, they might be able to help you. We'll get to that right after the break. For news, this is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, It's a new day.
Welcome to Morning Blend Business on this Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. Welcome back to our Morning Blend listeners. Dwight Strachan along with Chester Robards on this Wednesday morning. And every other week on Wednesdays, we speak with Access Accelerator, Small Business Development Center, about their program and about the work they've done and the success stories they've had with small and medium-sized enterprises. This morning, we're very pleased to have back with us from Access Accelerator. We have Director and Chief of Operations, Nicholas Higgs, and Director of Business Operations, Rhea Butler. And this morning, we are going to meet from True Logistics, Granville Colley, and a little bit later, we're meeting from Seafood Masters Diamond Fishing Limited, Neil Gator. Everyone, good morning. Great to have you with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us as well.
Good morning.
Hope all is well. No problem at all. All right. So we'll get to Granville, but Nicholas, Rhea, give us an update on how things are going with the Access Accelerator. It seems like every few weeks there's something new going on, lots of exciting developments. What's the very latest?
Hey, thank you, Dwight. So with the SVC, the biggest thing right now is developing our traditional program. As we mentioned in the past, the grants were a great experience and they allowed to help a lot of persons during the time of COVID. However, we're really focusing on the development and the growing of small, medium, and startup businesses in the Bahamas. And so we're really focusing a lot on the Family Island development, and we're trying to get our advisory and training development online. So that's the biggest focus right now: training, development, and getting access to funding for small, medium, and startup businesses.
Wonderful stuff. I know the last time we spoke to you, we were talking about pepper sauce and what's happened with Royal Caribbean wanting to develop this for their cruise lines with the home porting that's going on. We know that started a couple weeks back. What's the latest with the pepper sauce initiative?
So that is being finalized today. And so my boss, Davinia, would love the deadline that she has. So we're deadline sorted out that she's already stated. And so once we get that sorted out, we'll announce that as soon as we can to make sure that everyone can benefit from that. So we're just trying to tweak some finalized data and just make sure we push this in the right way.
There was a recent announcement about the IDB funding and the Bahamas Entrepreneurial Venture Fund. Can you just kind of expand on what that is?
On the venture fund side, the venture fund is signed on to guarantee the offer launch for entrepreneurs. And so that's just to officially announce it's a $1.5 million that they have announced that they would invest in the small, medium, startup businesses through the SBDC. So that's a big thing. The relationship is strong, and that offers debt and equity. So that's a lot of opportunities that could help a lot of small, medium businesses in the Bahamas. On the IDB side, the initial investment, the IDB offered us, gave us $25 million. 22 of that million can be utilized to guarantee loans over the next 4 years. And so with that relationship, we're just working to get the banks on and get everybody on. So we're now utilizing those funds. So that's what that side is helping to do. And so what we're really enjoying what the IDB is doing to help the Bahamas.
What else are you working on with the IDB on kind of like the structural side?
On the numerous, so the IDB has helped us in a few regards. So one of the regards is they have assisted with our development of advisors. So they've covered some costs for advisory services to ensure that we're helping the business as best as possible with the development they need. They've also helped us with data collection. So in the past, they found that, hey, due to us moving so quickly and us trying to help as many persons as possible, especially during COVID, Hurricane Dorian, that they say, hey, we want to ensure that you're collecting data even in a stronger manner, because that allows you to get further funding of the places, that allows you to articulate what the plan that the SBDC has done and to be as transparent as possible. So they have helped with hiring and paying for persons to help with that data. So there's a lot of facets that the IDB has helped us with.
Excellent. And maybe, I don't know if you have an update on the new building there on Gladstone Road. Anything going on with that?
Oh, Rhea. Would be the perfect person.
Hi, Rhea.
Hi, thank you for that, Nick. So definitely, as it relates to the progress with the Gladstone Road relocation, that is coming along pretty good. We have our contractors on site on a daily basis, and they are working hard with our deadlines. Within short order, we'll definitely be making some big announcements to let the public know when we are officially in that new space, as well as making sure that the contact information, yet again, all of that is in the forefront of our clients so that they can know how they can get in contact with us. So we're super excited about it. It is coming along pretty good every day. By the time we go there to look at the improvements that's being done to the site, everybody is super excited and just ready to make the move.
Okay.
All right, wonderful stuff. All right, so let's meet our guest this morning from Mutual Logistics, Granville Colley. Good morning, sir. Great to have you with us.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us about your company. What is Mutual Logistics all about?
So Mutual Logistics, we're a company that work with retailers, freight forwarders, anybody basically that provides products, and we offer a fulfillment service for their deliveries. We work along with companies to provide delivery of their products. Instead of you having to go to the store, you can save time. You simply fill the delivery, bring it to you at your doorsteps, at the home, at the office, at your hotel, at your yacht, wherever you want it.
Ah, okay. So delivery, not food, but everything else, basically.
Everything else.
Okay, all right. So tell us where the idea came from and when you got started.
Well, the idea came from just working and being unable to have things delivered or with traffic being the way it is in Nassau, as well as most businesses opening between the hours of 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. Mm-hmm. If you're a person that works 9 to 5, it typically is hard to get a time off from your job to try and go across town, manage traffic, and all of that. So we had the problem. So we said, hey, somebody else has to have the problem as well. So we started pretty much.
Yeah, when was that?
We got started in November 2019.
Okay, all right. And what was the response like?
Well, at first it was somewhat slow. Only a few companies showed interest. I guess the ones that were actually thinking about moving to the next level with it and thinking that it is something that we need in the Bahamas. But definitely once COVID hit, the response instantly got way better. Mm-hmm. Just because many stores were closed, it finally opened up people's eyes to realize that, hey, we really do need something like this, and it actually can work in the Bahamas.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So tell us about your journey with the Access Accelerator. How did you come into contact with them and realize that they could help you, and what had they helped you with?
Okay. Well, we heard about the Access Accelerator previously before from even in the first beginning of opening the company. Our journey with them has been maybe about a year or more now, since the time of us actually starting the application process and going through everything to actually be funded by them. And they've definitely helped us in terms of providing access to funding, much needed access to funding for a small business like us, and not only access to funding, but opening us up to a network of individuals, a network of professionals that can help in terms of making sure that you dot the I's, cross the T's, and all of that.
Yeah. What did you need the funding for? What's changed since then?
Okay, I got you. So what's changed is they've allowed us to expand our fleet, bring on additional vehicles, as well as increase our technologies. We had a small fleet and some technological capabilities, but it really allowed us to expand our existing fleet, the amount of vehicles that we can take on, increase the amount of the size of the deliveries that we can take on, as well as increase our visibility. The funding definitely helps with our marketing. It definitely helps with our technologies that on the back end, and it definitely helps with just the sheer amount of vehicles and that we have at our disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I know in 2020, digitization and technology was the thing. Did you employ any of that? What kind of technology are you using?
Yeah, so we use a custom solution that allows us to track orders as they come in, allows us to optimize routes, make sure we're operating efficiently, make sure we can stay just pretty much stay at a very cost effective rate in terms of offering to the customer, making sure our numbers are in check. So in terms of technology, it's definitely been a very valuable addition to us.
Tell us more about the process with Access Accelerator and what you learned from them and some of the experiences you had with them.
So the process with Access Accelerator, while it is a pretty stringent process and involved process, it's very definitely beneficial to businesses once they come on. So I guess from the time of applying, you have to make sure you have extensive information about your company, make sure your financials are in order. You go through a serious vetting process, of course, just to make sure everything is in order and is not just some pipe dream. They definitely help you in terms of just adding the polish to your business. Where you may be lacking, they pick up, they give you. I'd say besides the funding, they definitely helped us in terms of making sure that all of our the back end stuff in terms of the financials of running a business and making sure all of that is actually in order.
I love to ask small businesses about this because it's a sticking point sometimes, but marketing and public relations, how have you found that? How have you done that? How are you getting your word out there? 'Cause I'm not sure I heard about Mutru yet, but how are you doing that?
Well, we're in the process of actually launching an aggressive marketing campaign. So we're doing our marketing for the most part in-house. We are also working with some local companies as well to provide the physical materials and stuff like that. But we over the last year, I'd say we've more been focused on our product, making sure that we have a sound product and a great product. Mm-hmm. So that when we do actually ramp up our marketing and go to the wider public, the wider Bahamas, we can say, hey, this is a product that we can feel safe and secure to stand behind and say, this is a product that you can put up against any product in the world, not just in the Bahamas. So we've done that so far, and very shortly you're going to see see Mutual everywhere in the Bahamas. Trust me.
Wow. How many employees do you have now?
So at current, we have about 3 employees, and we're looking to hire some additional people.
All right. So tell us a little more about the product and how it works, and who's it right for, and pricing, and that kind of stuff. Tell us about that.
Yes. Okay. So how does it work? If you have a business, whether you have a store, whether you don't have a store, as long as you're a company that you're selling products, if you're selling products and you need your products to get to your customers, Mutual offers the ability to bridge that gap. So we work with your company. You sign up with Mutual. Once you sign up with Mutual, we simply arrange pickup times. We arrange delivery times for you. As your orders come into you, you essentially pass that on to Mutual. We then take it from there to get it to the customer. You don't have to call your customers. You don't have to try and find out where they live, anything like that. Mutual handles that, as well as we're in the process of launching an app at the end of this month, whereas customers, businesses even so, businesses without e-commerce platforms, but many businesses in the Bahamas just don't have a website. They don't have a way to sell online. So what we've done is we've tried to bridge the gap with that. We've addressed the need. Because a lot of businesses don't have an e-commerce platform or a way to sell online, we've developed a platform now. We've developed an app. It's launching very shortly. So if you have a business and you don't have a website, you don't have a way to sell online, you come onto our app, and you can display your products and have your delivery fulfilled by Mutual. And you displaying your products on our e-commerce platform and having products bought and sold on our platform is completely free of charge. We don't charge you any fees because we're a delivery company first. We're not an e-commerce platform or e-commerce company. We're a delivery company. So we just want your delivery business. But we're willing to help businesses bridge the gap between not having a platform to now they have a platform that they can sell online as well as have the delivery fulfilled. It's pretty simple. Once from the time that a business receives the order, once Mutual receives that package from the business, the customer is notified to say when delivery is scheduled for, how long it'll take. The instant the driver is on the way to that customer, you get a text message notification as well as an email notification, as well as we have a staff that contacts all of our customers on each day. So if you're going to get a call from us multiple times, you're definitely going to get a text message notification. You're definitely going to get an email notification, and you can always be sure as to when the delivery is coming and where exactly the driver is. So you don't have to be caught off guard. You don't have to be at work when you're thinking the delivery is coming on next day or anything like that.
Yeah.
We simplify the whole process.
What's your delivery window? Only weekdays? You do weekends as well?
Currently, we deliver Sunday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
But as we expand, we're probably going to be delivering every day, 24/7.
Wow. Okay.
Is it scalable? Can you handle like small customers with like small delivery orders? Is it cost effective for those kinds of people?
Yes, definitely. No order is too large or small. We work with companies that sell small products, as well as we work with companies that have large items, sell hardware and construction supplies and various items. We work with people in the beauty industry. We work with clothing stores. We work with hardware companies. We work with auto parts companies. So regardless of how large the order or how small the order is, we can have it delivered for you. And I guess that's kind of why we founded the company, because, outside of having food delivery and outside of having large appliance deliveries, it just didn't exist. Whereas you can say, hey, instead of me going to the store to pick up this toaster,
yeah,
let me just have it delivered. So now you don't have to even you don't even have to second guess. We have customers that literally order every single day or at least once a week, and from as small as a cell phone to all the way as large as doors, and we handle it all.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about it. So I mean, often I have to borrow a buddy's truck if I need to do something. So I could just go to Mutru now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of you having to either borrow somebody's vehicle or get someone to give you a lift to the store, you simply order online, go download our app, shop online, and it'll come right to you wherever you are.
All right. Sounds very good. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get some more from Mood True, but we're also going to talk with Seafood Masters and more with the Access Accelerator Small Business Development Center. This is Morning Blend Business on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
They start to sing louder, louder and louder, louder and louder. All the men, they start to chat with power, so much power. Till the devil's in the fire. So, Kumbe Papa beat the drum again. Kumbe Mama having fun again. Kumbe is a wicked dance state.
Girl, Junior just showed me Bella Boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good-for-nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella hair. You say that. You know she always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send pictures direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons.
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas, so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they have corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
Cash and go. Pay all your bills and cash and go. Send your money from cash and go. Top up your minutes. Cash and go. Pay insurance and cash and go.
All Cash and Go merchants can send and receive payments using Sand Dollar, the official digital currency of the Bahamas.
You can do it at cash and go. Pay all your bills at cash and go. Send your money from cash and go. Top up your minutes. Cash and go. Pay insurance at cash and go. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's at cash and go.
Hello, sir. Your credit card bill is due. Hello, sir. It's time for your monthly loan payment. Tired of creditors pounding at your door? Sign up for a debt consolidation loan from Fidelity Bank and consolidate your debt into one low monthly payment. What's more, you will also earn interest on a built-in savings account. The pandemic has curbed many freedoms, but at Fidelity, our focus is to help regain your financial freedom. Visit a branch or speak to Fidelity Bank at 356-7764. COVID safety measures in place at all branches. Fidelity, we're good for you.
It's time for your morning business report, brought to you by CFAL. Bahamians seeking to travel this summer on the national flight carrier Bahamas Air may find some difficulty finding flights, as the majority of seats for weekend flights in the coming few months have already been secured by Royal Caribbean International. Bahamas Air Chairman Tommy Turnquest saying the home porting arrangement for the Bahamas has caused an uptick in bookings, and that, while good for the tourism sector, may be frustrating for local travelers. You know that a lot of people are traveling, and those that do should certainly avoid Saturday flights. He says, quote, "There are scheduled flights that Royal Caribbean has secured that we've allocated 80 seats on those aircraft, which they have guaranteed. They have up to 2 weeks in advance to release any of those 80 seats if they wish. The first week is going well, and the bookings are continuing to go well." He says if you're going to get on a flight, pretty difficult, so keep that in mind. Meanwhile, admitting that last Saturday was a learning experience, Turnquest insisted that those large crowds seen backed up at Lyndon Pinling International Airport were not solely the airline's fault. Video circulated widely on social media showing hundreds of travelers queuing in long lines at LPIA's International Departures Terminal over the weekend. Minister of Tourism Dionisio de Aguilar on Monday in the Tribune attributed the backlog to Bahamas Air's management having difficulty checking in travelers in a timely manner. When contacted by Guardian Business yesterday, Turnquest said that he is quite frankly tired of people piling on to Bahamas Air when it's not just them causing an issue. You can read more about his comments in today's Guardian Business section. More than 50,000 active users now use SunCash's mobile wallet to carry out digital payments, a milestone that means the digital payment provider is getting its platform services right. That's according to the company's head of business, Raymond Smith, head of business development. Smith says the company's ability to provide Western Union transactions directly from SunCash's mobile wallet has attracted many people to it can be done from the phone, and you can send Western Union payments around the world. While SunCash's Western Union business is the second most used thing in the mobile wallet's arsenal, Smith explained that many more people have used the app to send vouchers across the country as a digital payment form. Overseas, Hong Kong's sole remaining pro-democracy newspaper will publish its last edition Thursday, forced to shut down after 5 editors and executives were arrested and millions of dollars in its assets were frozen as part of China's increasing crackdown on dissent in the semi-autonomous city. The board of directors of Apple Daily parent company Next Media saying in a statement today that the print and online editions will cease due to the current circumstances prevailing in Hong Kong. The silencing of a prominent pro-democracy voice is the latest sign of China's determination to exert greater control over the city, long known for its freedoms, after huge anti-government protests were there in 2019 shook the government. Since then, Beijing has imposed a strict national security law, used its arrests of the newspaper employees, and revamped Hong Kong's election laws to keep opposition voices out of the legislature. Apple Daily was founded by tycoon Jimmy Lai in 1995, just 2 years before Britain handed Hong Kong back to China, and initially was a tabloid known for celebrity gossip. But Lai, who also portrayed of Western values, said it should shine a light, quote, on snakes, insects, mice, and ants in the dark. It grew into an outspoken voice for defending Hong Kong's freedoms not found on mainland China. In your Market Watch, recapping trading on the BISX from Tuesday, your market movers: AML Foods Limited moving 1,500 shares, up 1 cent, closing at $6.29. APD Limited moving 165, unchanged at $39.95. Doctors Hospital moving 5,000, up 20 cents to $7.75. Fidelity Bank moving 2,400, down 81 cents to $13.19. Consolidated Water down 5 cents to $2.42, and Emira Incorporated up 4 cents to $11.63. The BISX All Share Index closing at 1,959.81, down 9.37. That's your Market Watch, and that is your morning business report, brought to you by CFAL, growing wealth for future generations.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Oh yeah, baby. Like a fool, I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Then that time I went.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9 Morning Blend Business. Dwight Strachan along with Chester Robards on this Wednesday morning. We're talking with Nicholas Higgs and Rhea Butler with Access Accelerator, Small Business Development Center, and with Granville Colley with Mood True. All right, so now before I was asking about picking up something from a store, but Chester thought I meant like helping a buddy move from one place to the next. Now, that's not something Mood True does, right? You're not movers. Or would you do that?
No, we're not movers per se. However, if you have, say, 10 boxes already packed up and you need Mutu to collect the boxes and take them from one house in Eastern Estates or a house in Carmichael or wherever, we can definitely help you with that. We're not movers per se. We mainly just deliver, do a pickup and a delivery type of thing.
Well, look at that.
So
They
you
can
won't-
move him through.
You
Once you
won't
have a
pack
pack.
it up.
Once you
Right,
have a pack.
right. Okay, but you can help move. Okay,
Yes,
well,
sir.
that's good.
That's fair
That's
enough.
some good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, Nicholas and Rhea. So what made a company like Mutru a good client, a good customer for what you offer at Access Accelerator, Small Business Development Center?
Well, when it came to Mutu, I dealt heavily with the other proprietor, Richie. And what made Richie such a good person to work with was Richie constantly pressured me. Richie would text me all the time, call me all the time. He was always on it. He made sure that I never slacked off. So I like working with clients who don't just say, hey, SODC, handle this for me. And then they just wait for me. He was willing to do the work. And I just matched his energy and it continued to flourish.
Wonderful stuff. So you've seen the changes. What have you seen? What's been impressive to you?
It went from a name that I didn't know to a name that I started seeing around. I've heard persons utilize the name and the brand. So just watching them grow it. So I'm very excited to see the marketing blitz that they have coming in the near future to see how it grows to the next level.
Yeah, that's accurate. All right. So you mentioned training before. Let's talk more about that. We hear a lot of the clients talk about this process and how this is, and it's lengthy, but they say it's so worth it. Tell us more about that.
On the training aspect, so we started off with face-to-face classes, and now we're to the online platform. And there were, every time I come on your show, I always mention the issues we have. I like to be as truthful as possible. So they're in developing this Zoho platform. We've had just a few hiccups here because of how extensive all these programs are. And so the training is being done online, and persons can do it again for free. And we reduce the hours, and now you can write your plan in the platform through Launch Plan. And that so there are a few clients who had hiccups where they saw a link that said, hey, you have to pay. The developer said they fixed that as of yesterday. So that's good to go. So everyone can train online for free, write their plan online for free. So the training is extremely important in the development of these plans, especially for the family islands, making sure they understand everything that persons in Nassau or GB know. We want to ensure that the family islands have the opportunity to learn as well.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful stuff. So Granville Colley, what's been some of the more interesting things that you've been asked to deliver or pick up?
I wouldn't say that too many of the deliveries have been out of order in terms of like weird. But then also is the thing about our service is we don't as long as your products that you're having delivered abides by the laws and our guidelines, we don't really care to know what the products are. We don't get in that. Okay. Our drivers aren't concerned about what the package is. We're not trying to figure out what you're having delivered to your house. We're highly confidential. We don't care about that stuff. We just care about offering the service to you. Now, I'd say we've delivered to almost any type of place that you can imagine in the Bahamas, from the most affluent neighborhoods to some of the quote unquote ghettos. We've had deliveries whereas we've been pretty much had to wait next to what looks like just a bush until somebody comes up riding with a bike to collect their package, and then they go off with the package.
Oh dear.
No, that's interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey, that's the Bahamas. That's that is something else. I can picture that.
Right?
Oh man.
Yeah. So really, anybody could use the service. Wherever you are. Wherever you are.
Yeah. All right. So this is a good question. So I see it because I'm looking at your information, but that's true. People saying, "Hey, spell the name of the company," and you can tell us the name.
I definitely
the
spelled
story,
it wrong
right?
already.
Because the way we said it,
Okay.
spell it and tell us the story behind the name.
Okay. So the name of the spelling of it is MUTRU. But it's pretty much Bahamian slang for move through.
Right.
So like some people might say, "Hey, let's move through."
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's where the name came from. Just a play on words. We wanted to keep it Bahamian, show people that, from you hear the name, it sounds Bahamian if you're familiar with that Bahamian vernacular. And yeah, we just really wanted to keep it Bahamian.
Yeah.
So that when we do offer this amazing experience that we're offering in terms of delivery, that you can say, hey, yes, that's a Bahamian company. That's not some other company. That's a Bahamian company that's doing it.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful story too. All right, so let's talk about the future and where you go from here. Where do you see Mutru in 5 years, 10 years? Where are you hoping to be?
Well, our goal is to be the universal delivery platform of the Bahamas. Just like, so kind of like how the United States Postal Service is, whereas they pretty much handle so many deliveries from Amazon to mail to everything else. That's what we're trying to be. We're trying to be the name in the Bahamas in terms of delivery. I don't think that there's a need for FedEx and DHL in the Bahamas. And I also don't think that none of those companies are serving the local market. They're not catered to the local market because they don't understand the local market.
Wow.
We understand the local market. We understand the challenges that exist uniquely to the Bahamas. So we specifically tailored our business to that. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to be. We're trying to be delivering mail. Eventually we want it to be, whereas we're delivering Guardian newspapers. We're also, you don't have to go into the bank to collect your credit cards. It delivers right to your doorsteps with Mutru.
Oh, that would be great.
You don't have to go to the post office. I think people have given up in the post office just because it's been so difficult over the years. But why isn't that type of stuff existing in the Bahamas right now? So that's the whole idea behind Mutru. We come to fulfill that need. Like goods need to go from place to place. Mm-hmm. People don't want to be inconvenienced by the traffic store. Sometimes I'm online 2:00 in the morning shopping on Amazon. So if I could do that here, whereas I'm shopping on a store at 2:00 in the morning, I can be assured that comes the next day with a guarantee every time, with kind professional employees, and I can track my order to see exactly where it is. Yeah. So that's where Mutru is. We're looking at the long game. Nice. We want the entire market of the Bahamas. We want to be able to, in 5 years, we want you to be able to say, hey, someone is selling something in Inagua. I'm going to order it online now, and Mutru is going to deliver it to me tomorrow.
Wow.
That's what we're saying.
That's pretty good.
I love it. Not in Inagua, in Nassau.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big ambition, and if you could get to mail delivery in this country, you should be knighted.
Well, actually, we already offer mail delivery.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, we already offer mail delivery. That's something we're already doing. You just simply sign up with Mutru. You sign up with Mutru. It says, hey, we can collect your mail on your behalf, and we'll deliver. We'll go to your mailbox every week, check it, whatever is there. We bring it to your doorstep every single every single time. If something is there, we'll bring it.
Yeah.
So that's something we're already doing. But we really need to connect the rest of the Bahamas. Most of us live in Nassau, but there's a whole lot of people that are scattered about all the other islands.
Absolutely.
So if I think that really will level the playing field if we can actually be, whereas you can sell something online regardless of what island you're on, and you can be selling to somebody in different islands and be assured that it comes within a certain amount of time. You know, I've tried to send stuff via the mailboats and all the other stuff, but it's no guarantees. It's just you send it. Who knows if it gets there?
Yeah.
You have to call. You have to check. You have to find out. It's an inefficient process. So Mutru is really trying to bridge the gap on all of those ends.
So what's it going to take for you to get to that point? What needs to happen?
Well, once we tackle the Nassau market, that we become the universal delivery platform in Nassau, definitely then we're probably going to come back to our friends at the SPDC and say, hey, we need funding for this mailboat now. Or if the mailboat company or fast ferry companies wants to partner with us to make it a reality, having next day delivery to any island in the Bahamas, sure, we love to do that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if they don't want to partner with us, then we'll have to do it ourselves. We'll build a platform and we'll make it happen.
Yeah. That's very exciting stuff. All right, so let me ask you about this. I know we were talking about this all morning about August being the end, hopefully, of the emergency orders. But what impact has all of this had on your business? The lockdowns and the earlier curfews that we had. What impact did that have on deliveries?
Well, it definitely increased the amount of requests for delivery. Because once so many people weren't able to open their stores, they had to get innovative with how they get their products to their customers. So we've definitely seen increases in requests for delivery, increases in businesses just inquiring about offering delivery to their customers. However, as the restrictions started to lift, some people kind of just adopted hey, let's just go back to what it ever was. Just because we can move about now and the lockdowns aren't as stringent as it was before. I think a lot of customers still want delivery. They still want the convenience of not having to go to the store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well. All right. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have more from our friends from AASPDC and more from Mutru. This is Morning Blend Business on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
You invest in your children, your home, and your community. But are you investing in your financial future? At CFAL, we specialize in investment management, retirement planning, management. Our team of experts never stops helping you plan for tomorrow. Because tomorrow begins today. Call us at 502-7010 to see what our financial advisors can do for you. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations.
There's only one way to have a better morning. How? Start your mornings the best way with our 2 for $6 breakfast sandwiches at Wendy's. For a limited time, choose any 2 of your favorite breakfast sandwiches, including the fresh Strachan sack muffin, honey buttermilk chicken biscuit, double sausage muffin, or the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Wash it all down with our cold brew shake or coffee. Better mornings always start at Wendy's. Wendy's. Different inside and out. Excludes airport locations.
Time for your final look at weather for this morning. We've got streaming tropical moisture that will continue to enhance shower activity over portions of the northwest Bahamas. Meanwhile, high pressure ridging maintains moderate to fresh winds around the Bahamas through tonight. Boaters and residents in the northwest Bahamas should be alert for possible waterspout or tornado activity, and beachgoers in the central and southeast Bahamas should be alert for rip currents along east and south coast beaches. And there is a risk of localized flooding during heavy or prolonged rainfall events today in low-lying and flood-prone areas. And everybody's advised to remain hydrated at outdoor activities as we're expecting triple-digit heat indices today. For the northwest Bahamas, look for variably cloudy, hot, and humid conditions with isolated to widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms mainly across the extreme northwest Bahamas through tonight. And for the central and southeast Bahamas, partly sunny, hot, and breezy with quick passing showers and the slight chance of isolated thunderstorms becoming mostly cloudy tonight. Small craft caution in effect for boaters. Temperatures getting up to around 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius. The heat index at 102 Fahrenheit, 39 Celsius today. Going to be really hot out there. It's going to feel even hotter. And overnight lows tonight getting down to 77 Fahrenheit, 25 Celsius. In your extended outlook, an upper-level disturbance across the South Florida region will cause some lingering tropical moisture and promote a wet weather pattern over portions of the northwest Bahamas. And high-pressure ridging will continue to support more locally fresh winds across the country. So for tomorrow, Thursday, variably cloudy and very warm with scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms mainly in the extreme northwest Bahamas, a few isolated showers elsewhere. And Friday, we're looking at partly cloudy to cloudy, breezy conditions, isolated showers, and the chance of isolated thunderstorms mainly in the northwest Bahamas. In the tropics, we're still watching that tropical wave several hundred miles east of the Windward Islands. It's producing showers and thunderstorms, but it is disorganized as it moves west-northwestward. It's going to bring rain to the eastern Caribbean islands, but it only has a low chance, a 10% chance of development through the next 5 days. That's your morning blend weather check, brought to you in part by Cash and Go. The Cash and Go mobile wallet is safe, secure, and easy to use. Try it today. Love Cash and Go. We're back here with Morning Blend Business on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan with Chester Robards. We are talking with Granville Colley with Mood True Logistics, and we have Rhea Butler and Nicholas Higgs with Access Accelerator Small Business Development Center. All right, so folks are asking again how to reach Access Accelerator, if they have questions, if they need answers, what do they do to reach out? What's the process?
All right, Dwight, that's a good question. And I'm happy that they're asking that question because we want to encourage our clients to actually go to our website, accessaccelerator.org, and submit a ticket. Now, the reason why we're saying to submit the ticket is rather than just having to pick up the phone to call, we have our ticketing system in place where our customer service reps are ready and willing to assist each client with whatever query or question or concern that they may have. Another reason why we want to encourage our clients to go and submit a ticket is because it can be tracked. We want to make sure that, if you're submitting a ticket, you have a query, you have a question, a concern, you actually have a number that you can say, this is my ticket number, and anyone will be able to pick up or pull up that particular ticket to see what information further assistance with. So we wanted to encourage clients to please go to accessaccelerated.org. You can go ahead and make sure you submit the ticket there. Go to our help center, submit a ticket, and one of our client service representatives will definitely be more than eager to assist with whatever question or query they may have.
Okay, sounds good. And Granville Colley, we're going to give you the final words here. How do people get in contact with you? Give us the website information again, the phone numbers, all the information they need.
Okay, so to get in contact with us, our website is www.mutru, mutru242.com, as well as we're at Mutru242 on all social medias, or 80 Mutru on your telephone, or 81 Mutru on your telephone. Download the Mutru app. Coming soon.
Okay, sounds very good. We're very excited to hear more about Mutru in the future. Please keep us posted, and we're rooting for you. Sounds wonderful. And so Rhea and Nicholas, thank you all very much. Granville Colley, thank you. Hopefully we'll get to talk with Neil Gator soon. But thank you all for being here with us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for us today. Chester Robards, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Always a pleasure.
See you next week, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with more Morning Blend business and more Morning Blend right here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight, Strachan, have a great day. Stay tuned for On the Clock with Aaron Green coming up next.